Hi, this is Blanca. I'm here for my second video. Today I'm going to talk about a little bit about questions that people have always asked me and have emailed me. And the first one is, am I a psychic? I don't consider myself a psychic. I don't even like to use that word. Or a medium. I just find myself spiritual, the vessel that my gypsy communicates with for me to talk to other people. So, no, I'm not a psychic. I don't think I am, and I've never considered myself that. Um, how long have I come about it? Like I explained in the first video, since I'm 9. But it wasn't until probably age 12, 13 that playing around, confessing to my friends, because at the beginning it was very hard. I went through the, does anybody else see this? With my family members, nobody saw it, so I thought maybe I'm going crazy. Was it because I played a Wii one time? So I thought, uh-oh, I must have opened the doors to something. So I just used to close my eyes and make believe she wasn't there, and if I would see spirits or whatever, I would always tell, like my mom, and I would sleep next to her bed. I was always a scary cat about it. So it was around maybe, like I said, 12 or 13 that started playing with the Ouija boards and my friends. And then one day I came about and spoke to them. You know what? I do see the spirit of a gypsy. I do see spirits and things like that. And they're like, oh my God. And that's how it all started. I remember having a cup of water one day, having friends over. And I would look at the cup of water. My mom was conversating with my friends. And I would be seeing things show up. The cup of water that was next to my best friend. And I was like, does anybody see what I'm seeing? And they're like, no. And then I remember looking at my mom and saying, Mom, do you know a person? And I described it. I saw a man with a hat. And my mom was like, oh my God, you're describing your grandfather, which I never got to meet. And from there, I started seeing other things, and my friends and everybody was like, oh my gosh, how would you know that? It was really, really scary. So, of course, after that, everybody was like, oh, can you check it out? Can you do this? Can you do that? See what you say. And I started like practicing with it, which always used to amaze me. Like, okay, am I guessing this? Am I imagining this? How can I be accurate of things that I don't know? And it was really, really scary. So I went through that, like, just as a fun thing, just like to see. After that, I remember, like I explained, going through a lot of changes in my life, different things, looking for other religious ways out, becoming more spiritual, other things that I don't want to touch that part, because I'm touching the part of how I became spiritual and how did I start card readings. So, facing my life, I had my children, I got married, and it wasn't, like I said in my first video, till my sister said, come on now, let's do this. And first cards she got for me, and I started practicing, and on family members, on my own kids, and like that, little by little, until finally it got to the point where a lot of people would tell other people, where I was working, and it started on weekends and then during the week and so on, until the point where I am now, 17 years later, which is a normality. I card read, but I can't say, because that's another question a lot of people have always said, can you teach me? I wish I could, but I haven't read a book. I haven't, been able to teach anything, because really I wouldn't know. I just spread it out, and she'd tell me what to say to the person, or with a cup of water, like I see things. So I can't say that I could teach. I wasn't taught. This came to me, as a gift. So unfortunately, no, it's something that I can't and haven't been able to teach anybody. Another question is, am I afraid? Hell yeah, at the beginning I was afraid. I'd be like, but no, I've learned that usually spirits come around us because they find certain light that we have, and usually it's to either, well, our loved ones, 110%, our loved ones are around us. I truly believe that. I will argue that with anybody. They are around us. Some could be seen, you could feel them or smell them, but they are. I don't believe they want to harm. At least I haven't, faced anyone scary like that. But I can either explain why. But yeah, I do believe completely in them. So no, I'm not really scared anymore. I've gotten used to it. Another thing that always has been sometimes people have questioned me is, would you consider giving up on it, not doing it? No, this is who I am. During my card readings, like I said, I've Gypsy guided people. It's to guide them, it's to give them confirmation. I don't communicate with the dead. Like there's on TV shows, things like that. I don't communicate. I haven't heard the voice of a loved one. I wish I could. Why hear the Gypsy? Beats me. She comes to me. I believe my grandmother on my father's side used to see her, and I guess it was passed on to me. And like I said, took years to get used to it. To this day, still when I do a reading of a person that I don't know, it still fascinates me, like, wow, this is so amazing that, I always say to people, oh, don't tell me anything. Let me tell you, because to me it's more of a sign of that I'm still, very much in tune with her. I'm still correct. I'm not delusional. And that the person leaves feeling more confident that there is something more than what we see, that there is sometimes even hope, or sometimes it's to put a past behind. So I see readings not as looking into the future, because I believe only God knows our future, and I wouldn't even touch that. I've never said, oh, this is going to happen in your future. No. Because the future could be changed. The future, we're sometimes the owner of our own destiny. We could change it for the better or for the worse. So I believe the past is definitely gone, but sometimes we need to go back to the past so our immediate future, which is today, could help us for our tomorrow. So I leave it at that, tomorrow. I don't touch the area of future. And it, those are mainly the most questions that people have asked me. And another one is, can I know what's going on in the other world? Can the Gypsy communicate? No, I haven't been there, and I really can't answer that. All I know is she existed. She was once a person like us, and for some odd reason, I guess she's stuck around me, of all people, and it's something I can't really rely or say what's over there. I haven't gone there yet, and knock on wood, not yet, hopefully. So it's confusing even to myself, and I imagine that there's a lot of other people in my same shoes. And like I had said before, we're all different. I believe everybody's a little bit spiritual in their own way, some more than others, but I think we all have that intuition. We all have a premonition, or through dreams. I believe we could be reached in certain ways. I think that the best way is meditating, learning to just be quiet, and trusting your instincts, because you never know. Don't second guess yourself, and a lot of people second guess their thoughts. But I think we're all a little spiritual. And yes, everybody's loved one is around them. I don't think that I'm any different from anybody. It just happened to, like I said, one day I looked at my bed and there was the spirit of my Gypsy. But maybe some other people don't see, but they feel. I believe that. I think everybody has a little gift in all of them. Faith is a big thing with me. And faith is another thing that I've learned through the years. The Gypsy has helped me have faith because I'm not crazy, and because through her I have helped and guided many people. Faith in that there is something stronger, something that motivates, a guy that watches over us. And faith to me is that force that we can't see, but that helps us through anything. So I think that with me personally, they walk hand in hand, my faith and the spirit of the gypsy. Because without faith, you can't believe. If a person comes to me and doesn't have faith in something, even though they don't see it, there's no communication. There's lack of it. You have to have faith in something. There's a lot of people that are very skeptical, and they believe afterwards, because I don't ask questions, because what's the point? So I think it also helps people when people go to somebody that knows what they're doing or has a gift. It helps them believe in something, gives them faith. Because without faith, I don't even think any religion would help anybody. Faith helps in every aspect of your life. My faith with all this is that I have faith in her, in my spirit, because of all she's done, because of all she's guided, people that she's guided. So I think that with me personally, like I said, this is my own personal journey. I'm just figuring out if I could help anybody, because nowadays I see it's more opened and people are opening more. I didn't have anybody to help me. Had to be blind and start seeing by myself. So if there's anything that I could help anybody, like I said, I can't teach you. I can't tell anybody, oh, if you do this, if you do that, you're going to hear. No, no. But I know one thing, that everybody could be a little bit more patient in life, more have faith that things happen at its moment, that no matter what the problem is, you can make it big or you can make it smaller, and that if you give, you receive. And I believe that faith is a powerful force. It's something we can't see, but it helps us. It guides us. It makes us stronger. It lets us know that there's something, whether a spirit, whether a loved one, whether yourself, the belief that you put in yourself, because I think that the most important person in the world is yourself. And faith is that powerful, invisible force that lets you know it's going to be okay. So, welcoming more questions, because it'll be easier for me to answer. And I hope you have a wonderful night. Until the next video.